Hello and welcome to my take on the PvP hardcore craze that has been taking over the community recently. So this is my account Unscoutable. The rules are pretty simple and pretty standard for these kinds of things. Don't leave PvP worlds, and in terms of reward, whoever kills my account will get all of the bank value of the account at the time that it's killed. Right off the bat, sorry for the shitty mic, whatever. Mostly doing this just to record my own journey, and if you happen to like it, that's cool. My basic start, I'm going to be avoiding the Witch's House and Stronghold of Security rush, at least immediately, because when I initially started this, I was kind of afraid that there would be more PKers out looking for level 3s. I ended up not running into very much heat at all, but my thought was I'm going to start with X marks the spot and rush a teleport from Piscarilius from the Carad's Memoirs in Zia. Before I actually do anything else, to try to get a teleport as fast as possible on the account. Alright, I'm almost done with X marks the spot, and I would just like to point out that we have indeed found our first scout. Blue. That's X marks the spot complete. I'm going to put this on thieving. Oops, thieving. In order to skip most of the level 5 thieving grind, I just have to pick up a few minutes somewhere for level 5. So we have made it safely to Seer's village with a stew in hand from the local barkeep here. We're going to need that stew for Queen of Thieves, the core end quest. So good news and bad news. Good news is we made it through the cutscene without dying. The bad news is I have already messed up my plan. I was supposed to get 5 thieving off of some of the men in Seer's village when I was there, so I can't actually thieve from the cake stall here right now. I don't think there's any men running around killed again, so I'm gonna go buy some stew from this pub, more stew, because it's actually just good food, and then say shit and go grab cakes from Current instead. So a bit of a waste of time, but you know, whatever. I didn't actually end up getting very many stews because they're pretty expensive, 20 gold each. Also, this scout is still here. Okay, so I'm here in Corend. I'm going to start Client of Corend quest because I want to do this. Okie doke, so that is Client of Corend completed. Now I'm going to be putting the experience from these lamps into hit points, so this is basically my budget Witch's House. I might still end up doing Witch's House later, but for now I'm 14 HP off of that. I feel a little bit safer, harder for me to get one hit. I'm going to go get 20 thieving off of Cake, and then I'm going to do Queen of Thieves so I have an actual teleport. Okie doke, and here is the 20 thieving. So this is Queen of Thieves done, and crucially we have finally unlocked a teleport on the account along with 23 thieving, which I don't care about. So we don't die instantly if someone decides to kill us anymore. Right. Okay, so new plan, now that we got our first teleport out of the way. As you can see, we're back in Lumbridge, home teleported. We're going to be getting a Chronicle for the second teleport using the 2k that we got from Queen of Thieves. That way, when we can teleport first with Chronicle, which is easier to recharge, and if they follow us, then we can dip into our charges on the Memoirs, be a bit more economical and have more escape options. And then we're going to be collecting our 10k from the Stronghold of Security, which I feel comfortable doing now that we're 14 HP, we have a shit ton of food, we have a teleport out. So even if someone is camping there, it should be a pretty easy escape. And then we're going to be using that gold on runes, get our 9 magic, and finally do Witch's House. Okay, that is Chronicle achieved. This is in the inventory, and this is equipped because it's way easier to teleport with the right click options here than with the right click options when it's in the inventory. We got 2 escapes and we're on our way to the Stronghold. And that's my 10k achieved. Okie doke. I picked up my runes, I'm going to pick up my fire staff, and we're just going to have to settle down somewhere and splash for a little bit until I'm 9 magic. Go to Witch's House. Alright, and we are coming in with 13 magic for Fire Strike. So I'm going to go try to get myself to Draenor without dying, pick up some cheese, and do Witch's House. Okay, so I've made it into Witch's House. I'm alright, I'm on the fight. It looks like I'm on the right track. We should be all good here. Okey-doke, and here we are finishing it up. Thank you so much. And what does that get us to? 26 hit points, so 2 higher than a normal hard card because I had those extra lamps. At least I think 2, or maybe all hard cards get to 26. Whatever. The point is, I did it safer than if I did just rushed it. So that's good. Okay, so I'm back. I've had a little think about my plan next. I'm going to go the standard route here, try to knock off some early game Iron Man things. Right now I'm going for Arty Cloak 1 for an extra teleport on top of the 2 that I already have, just for extra levels of security. Gertrude's Cat to start farming up those death runes. And Lost Tribe for Bone Crossbow because I want to get 40 range so that I can start wearing some actual tank armor. Because armor is basically the next thing that I need to secure my account. So I'm going to start. Got a whole checklist set up here of things that I'm going to go do. And we'll see where that takes me. So first things first, it's both an arty easy diary requirement and also probably the best way for me to make money right now. I'm going to go buy some silk for a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to need money for the bone crossbow that I want to buy. Okay, so we've got about 100 silk here. That'll be about 6k, which will be enough for the bow, crossbow, and some bolts. So I'm going to go out of here and continue with a bunch of quests that I have to do. Okay, now it's going to get a little bit scary. We're going to run through Arty to do a couple tasks. Let's get this. What? Wait, what? What's the diary? I thought that was a diary task. Oh, it has to be cake. God damn it. And that's completed. Cash Stack's looking a bit healthier. I believe what's next on the list. We're going to be going to the Tree Gnome Stronghold. But real quick first, let's do some epic hardcore wilderness content. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Okay, we're good. And of course you can't go to Gnome Stronghold when you're a low level account without getting 10 agility, so I'm going to go get 10 agility real quick. And with that done, we got our easy diary for our third teleportation method. Not to mention extra death runes. I don't know, I actually can't put this on anything. I have no skill at level 30. So, whatever. So we are here finishing up Lost Tribe. I'm actually terrified of this cutscene because I don't know where my character is at the moment. Like outside of the cutscene, so I could just be getting murdered in Umbridge. Oh. Okay, let's get that all out of here. Okay, so we're safe and we get our Ring of Life. Thank God. And we can go buy Bone Crossbow. Now, I'm level 1 range right now, but I stocked onto Lowe's archery shop in Brock earlier and got all the gear I needed to get my range up to actually use Bone Crossbow, so I'm going to go find somewhere to AFK and train range. Okay, actually, I slept on it, I thought about it, and I realized that going to train range right now would be really stupid, because I'm pretty much at the safest point I'm ever going to be on this account until I get like Bruise way down the line, because I have 3 teleports and I can't be teleported, so I am really unlikely to die. So I should do a bunch of, as much as I can in this combat bracket before I start training my combat. Here we are, our first set of 200 death runes from a cat. Okay, I made a quick detour to grab myself 100 Karambuanji for cat food. Okay, so I was about to go do recruitment drive. I realized I need to have all of my items completely gone from my inventory, including my lamp, which I still can't use because I still don't have any skill at level 30. So I'm not sure. I'm going to go try to get something to level 30. Alright, so the level 30 I decided to get was fire making because the requirement for Sea Slug, which is a nice fishing boost, and it's also on the way to Wintertot if I want to go do Wintertot, and it's just fast. So, do I look absolutely crazy putting this lamp on fire making to clear an inventory space? Yes. But my philosophy here is that, you know, hardcore Iron Man PvP is all about being unpredictable, right? Doing fire making in some piss hole north of, you know? So if I don't know what I'm doing, then the players don't know what I'm doing. This is the best way to play the account. Sea Slug. I mostly just did this for the total level more than anything else. Alright, so this is stupid and pointless, but I'm going to risk the account in a huge way. I'm on the final step of Romeo and Juliet, which I'm just doing for quest points. I have to do a cutscene in the middle of a rock square, so if it ends, it's going to end here. I'm alive! Okay, so I'm here, I'm doing the other RCS quests. They have some nice rewards, they give some GP, but mostly it's to add more teleports to my book. This way, if somebody sees me teleport away with it, they won't know for sure where I've gone, because I can go up to now 2 different places with it. So I'm starting Recipe for Disaster. It's some of the final quests we're going to do in this combat bracket. And I think my character is in the instance for this cutscene, but if my character is AFK in Lumbridge kitchen, then I'm just dead, 100%, because there are people there. There's hardcores there, there's people scouting there. I am dead if I'm standing AFK in Lumbridge Castle. There's no. Hey, I'm not dead. Okay, I'm going to free. Oops. I'm going to free the dwarf and goblins here. What? Oh, I was using another chair. And then, so this is basically all I'm going to do for now in Recipe for Disaster. Now the next quest that I want to do, I'll give a bunch of combat experience. And I don't want to get a bunch of combat experience with my hit points staying low, especially since I'm really soon going to be entering a combat bracket where I can be teleblocked in like 10 or 15 more combat levels. So I want to train my hit points before I do all those quests and make some progress towards overheads, because once I can get teleblocked, I really want to have protection prayers for that. So now is when I'm going to go buy my range gear and go AFK range to get some prayer XP, get hit points XP, and get 40 range for some green D'hide armor. Okay, so here's 28 range, so I can start using my bow and crossbow. I've just been using the basic short bows you can get from the general store or Lowe's store. And I've been at the Hill Giants here in Korend. I haven't seen a single soul on the entire fucking continent of Korend the entire time of this account, so I feel pretty safe. Probably pretty complacent actually, I'm kind of AFK, but whatever. And I'll keep going till 40 range. Hey, I missed it. There is 40 range. Just grabbed 100% RCS favor while I was still in Zia, so that I can use my insult heads that I got off of the Hill Giants whenever I need to train my prayer up. Okay, I made it out. Down here. Alright, we are good. Alright, so here's my new plan. I can get like 15 magic levels and like 10 range levels because I'm melee based right now. And I want to get my hit points up as I do that. So and I need money in order to afford getting magic levels and armor and weaponry. So I'm here at the Corsair Cove. I'm going to be killing ogresses. They drop a bunch of rune and coins and big bones and soul heads. And hopefully I'll be up to 43 prayer before I get any more combat levels. And there is 50 ranged. Oh yeah, I think we're done here. Alright, so we're done with ogresses after reaching 50 range. I think it was a really successful detour overall. It took about 7 hours, which is, you know, slow, but there wasn't a single person that came there the entire time. Literally could have been completely AFK and fine. In terms of what we got out of it, big thing is we got money. Here's about 80k and another maybe, what is this, 60, 80-ish k in alks. We got a bunch of gems, so we can craft some jewelry, I think, soon. And we got, importantly, a shit ton of runes, law runes, cosmics, natures, really helpful. And of course, hit points levels without very much combat. So what I'm going to do next is spend the money that I got from this on getting magic up to 50, because that'll also not get any combat levels. And I'm going to go back to Hill Giants for that, because that's faster prayer training. We also got Ensouled Heads, so by the time I'm 50 magic, we should have 43 prayer off of Ensouled Heads at Hill Giants. And then we'll have overheads. Alright, here's a quick update. I was most of the way to 50 magic over at Hill Giants. Unfortunately, I did get hit up by a PKer. I was scouted, not living up to the name. I'm here in Pisk Bank, and I'm pretty sure this is one of his alts. I think his main's name that he attacked me with was Lollipop. So he knows where I am. So I'm gonna have to probably think of a different spot to go to finish off 43 prayer, or just take stock real quick and think of a new plan. Okay, so just an update. I moved over to these Hill Giants near the Trino Stronghold. Now, the PK attempt on me came moments after I spotted briefly in the corner of my minimap solo missions PvP Hardcore Iron Man. So I'm guessing that it was either him on an alt who saw me and decided to kill me, or it was someone who was hunting him. Either way, I'm not a primary target. Still, if the person who saw me does decide to come kill me, it's logical they would check all the other Hill Giant locations in the game. So I'm going to be extra diligent for a little while. Definitely not a time to slack. And there is 50 magic. Let's go take stock in the bank real quick. Okay, so from killing all of those giants, all those ogres, I've banked 39 prayer, is what the math comes out to. I'm going to check out green dragons in the wilderness. If it's too crowded, if I see people and I get sketched out, then I'm just going to do it the pussy way and kill Hill Giants to get 43 prayer. But before I do any of that, I'm going to use the Ensouled Heads. I do have to at least get 37 prayer, so I at least have Brave Mage. Okay, so I used up most of my Ensouled Heads. The reasons why I didn't use up quite all of them and why I'm currently standing in Lumbridge is because I got spooked twice by this guy who is a 75 defense Pierre. And whenever he popped on my mini-map, I was afraid I was about to get DFS spec'd, but it turns out he was just rune crafting. But anyway, I wasted, I think, one Ensouled Head for that reason. But we are 38 prayer. We have Pray Mage. Alright, I didn't realize that in the sub 20 green dragon spot, there's no range save spots, so green dragons are not going to happen because I'm not going to kill them beyond level 20 wilderness. So I'm going to give blue dragons a try. sucked. Okay, this is so much better. Here's the secondary goal from this whole blue dragon grind. We got our mithril accent for emerald neck. That's a very nice thing checked off that we don't have to get later. Okay, so we're done there. We have all the dragon bones that we should need once we use our other two heads and do Ghost Ahoy. So I'm going to go do Ghost Ahoy next. Okay, I just finished up using all the dragon bones. Now, unfortunately, I did bury one by mistake, and I calculated like precisely how much dragon bones I would need, including my unsold head. So I think I'm going to come out like 50 XP short. Whatever. Okay, this is the last of my unsold heads, where I should be reaching 43 prayer, except for my mistake. Long last, here we are, 2, 3, 43 prayer. We have unlocked all overheads. I think that is going to be a pretty good place to end off the first episode. I'm going to be gone for the next couple of days, so I'm just going to throw together what I've already done and upload that. We have, what are we so far? 42 combat, we have overheads, we have 507 total level. We have all teleports up to already unlocked. We're in a really good place to start off this account, and I'm excited to see how far I'm going to get. Thanks for watching.